Okay. So I got the Kobo last night and I unboxed it and I started reading already. So right now I picked out from my library, I borrowed the Littlest Library because I saw that it was available as an ebook. So I just went through the list of available books at the moment and this one piqued my interest, so I decided to pick this one up. And I'm already 27% read, but I have 5 hours to go. And I'm finally at the part where like more action is happening in terms of the love interest and them getting together and having more interactions and dialogue. Because before it was all the setup, which was very cute. And like I'm still waiting to see how her actual library comes to be. So I'm just waiting for that part. But at the same time, the ex-wife entered the picture right now. So it's like, oh my gosh, we're already there. But I feel like now that things are happening pretty quick. So I'm excited to figure out what happens next and read more. I am 74% into this book and I have 1 hour left. Right now it's Saturday morning, about 10 o'clock, and I'm hopefully going to finish it today. We're at this point where Jess, our main character, is not doing too well because she still hasn't found a job. Oh my gosh, I can relate to that, or I was able to, and I was like, yeah, you kind of really need that job to like survive and live. But so it's not really looking too good for her, but I know we're getting to the good part of the book as well because things should be looking up. So hopefully everything will work out. I'm sure it will. I think it will be a happy ending. And I'm hoping to see more interaction with her and Aiden, the love interest, because there's been a few, but like there's not that much. Like there's enough of like, ooh, he's interested in her as well. But then he has some issues with his like ex-wife and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, they don't really have that much like interaction right now at least. And it's like mainly focused on her bookshop, or not the bookshop, but her little library in the phone booth, which I really love learning about. And like I love the mentions of different books as well and different types of readers in the community and how it's like bringing people in the community together for the love of reading and just like a little hub and like happy place to go for like kids and people of all ages. So I really like that. But yeah, I want to see more of like Aiden and the love happening, but maybe we'll see more of that in the coming pages. So right now I'm gonna probably go on a walk just to get some exercise and do some stuff, and then I'll come back and read later after I do some productive stuff, or at least attempt to be productive today. Right now I'm back in my room trying to clean up in preparation for our move and stuff like that. So these are all the books that I'm sorting through. I'm going to put some downstairs in the book box for donation. But these are the ones that have been lying on my bookshelf for many years. And so I'm going to get rid of most of them, to be honest. A lot of these books were from the garage I found, and then somehow I just added them to my bookshelf. So most of them I have not read all of them, but these two, let's start with, this is The Power of Full Engagement. I've never read this book. And then we have Da Vinci Code Dan Brown. I think I read it once, but yeah, I just have these on my bookshelf, so I don't really want them anymore. And I think that one's like self-help, and I think they three are all self-help books, and I'm pretty sure I have not read any of them. I think I've skimmed through them, but like I find it really hard to read self-help books. So there's The Secret one, The Secret, and then these two. These are like hardback too. Be Fearless, and then Imagine It Forward, Courage, Creativity, and the Power of Change. It's a really thick book though, really nice. These are nice books still. So I'm donating them and hopefully someone else will be interested in them. I think I'm also gonna donate this one. I remembered getting this one. Like this is one of the ones I got at Costco when I was like a younger kid and was like, "Oh, grandma, will you buy me something?" It's like, "Oh, I want a book." I'm like, "This is one of the books I picked up." I don't think I ever really read it. I didn't finish reading it, so it's in nice condition. I hope someone else likes it. I also remember getting The Fault in Our Stars and paper towels at Costco again as one of the trips where it's like, oh, I'm with grandma and grandpa and like, oh, I want to buy something. I have no money. Please buy for me. And I'm like, okay. I got a book and I'm like, oh, okay. So that's one of the other books. These I'm keeping. I think I got most of these at Scholastic Book Fairs, and I don't plan on reading them anytime soon, but just for the memories, I really want to keep them. So we have Smart About the Presidents, this like little short book. And then these ones are definitely Scholastic ones I got. So we have the 2010 Almanac for Kids. Like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, And then I remember these two games were all the rage and like my favorite ones. So we have Moshi Monsters, the Moshling Collector's Guide. I really love this game. And yeah, I like it a lot. So I picked this up at one of the Scholastic Book Fairs one time, and it's just been on my shelf ever since. And I think I also got the Pop Tropica one. This is the official guide, and it tells you like the different islands. And I did most of them. I couldn't finish all of them, and like some of them were too hard. And then some of them I had to watch YouTube videos to help me finish them. But now you can't even play like the full islands anymore. So that's sad, but it was so much fun, like childhood right here. So yeah, these ones definitely keeping. So keeping these for sure, and I will put them on my new bookshelf. Okay, I'm in the parking lot of my local library because I just got the book Court of Silver Flames. This is the last book in the series that's published right now, I believe. And yeah, this is for my mom because I gave her the series to read, and she's reading all of it, and like this is the last one she needs to read to finish the series. And then I also gave her Fourth Wing first, and she finished all of it. It was like, wow, that's amazing that she can read all these big books and not be tired of it. Because like for me, I'm like, oh, I'm intimidated by the size of the book, but I have heard lots of good things about the series. But yeah, I have not read any of the books yet, so I have no idea what it's about. But I did pick this up from the local library for my mom, so this is coming home with me today.
I get this bright idea that maybe the fryer will fix it. Okay, we'll have to give these a lesson then.
Work out a little bit at his heat. They may we'll decide on most folks. I don't try to stay together.
Oh no. That's not what we want, guys. No, don't clap for that. That's not good. I mean, I can't give up at this point. So I know that I can slice this and keep it seared. And I also have the opportunity to get that hot gravy that's going to go over top of it. I'm very busy right now. Tiffany. So the pie's come out of the oven, and then on top I put the cashew crunch.
So all the mushrooms are ready to go. I'm like full lunch lady, like ladle potato, and then finishing them with crispy chicken skin. It's perfect.
Michael, you have just under 2 minutes, brother.
Yes, chef.
For the broccoli, I dip the mustard vinaigrette in the middle. I set the broccoli right around that as a brief. And right on top of that, I get the crispy parsnip.
There's nothing on the plate! Oh my god!
Oh, I thought I could get that done faster.
You deserve this. Now, Chef Michael, why do you have to pull this off? Because right now I'm looking at the virus on the plate. It looks a lot more done than it did 30 seconds ago.
You know, I went with a rustic plating, since we're in the woods in the cabin, so, it's a little different than I'm used to, you know? So crazy.
All right, chefs. Now it's time for me to introduce you to the judges. First up, chef, author, and restaurateur Chris Scott. Partner and sommelier at Cora, Emmeline Zhao, third-generation proprietor and owner of Ahsoka Enterprises.
The pie, it's deep, it's rich, it's hearty, it's flavorful. Very interesting take on this one with the coconut and the curry. I only wish that there was a bit more creaminess in there. But besides that, the mashed potato, love the chicken skin on top.
It worked. It's creamy and rich and delicious. I think that the pie leans more in the pot pie category, but it's still absolutely delicious.
The crust was done just perfectly. The nut topping really added a beautiful touch. Maybe the mushrooms could have used a little more salt, but all in all, it was a great presentation.
All right, judges, once you try the second Christmas Yorkshire pie, again.
This felt like the holidays. Everything from the chestnuts to the cranberries to the gravy. But I do think the pastry on this was undercooked.
It's not raw, but it's not cooked either. But the flavors, the potatoes, and mushrooms are done, a nice compliment. The roastedness of the broccoli and the fried parsnips brought this dish all together. I agree the crust was not as flaky, but all in all, it was some really nice holiday flavors here.
Now it is time to take a vote.
I can only blame myself for what went wrong, so outside of that, I hope that the things